What do you think, Hank, about the dynamic duo of LeBron and Anthony Davis for the last half a decade, last 5 years? I would argue that they are the best duo. They've been the best duo in the NBA for the last 5 years at least. In the last half decade, is there a better duo than these two?
LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Yep. I'm not putting Jalen and Jason over them. I'm not putting Steph and Clay over them. There's no duo. I'm not putting Kawhi and Paul George. There's no duo in the last 5 years. I think it was better than these two.
You can't put no. I mean, Jalen and they've arrived now, but no. I mean, Anthony Davis and LeBron been proving it.
They've arrived where?
They
Who
got a
they've arrived?
championship.
That don't
That don't count, Seven.
not to my question. You're putting that don't to what these guys have done in the last 5 years. That championship don't know because these guys have won a championship and then some.
They're the closest, if I could think about it. Because how many times did they make the conference finals?
Boston in the last 5 years, maybe two to three.
They made it quite a few, so they up there with it.
Okay,
they up there with Bron and Bron.
But that's team success. I'm saying it's duos, dynamic duos.
You got to be able to give them that because without them, Boston goes nowhere.
Absolutely. Yeah, but do they play as when you look at the game, when you watching the game for the 48 minutes, do you see more of a duo game with Jason and Jalen like you see LeBron and AD? I don't.
No,
they don't play together like those two guys play together. My opinion.
If you go off of that, the only ones that I would say a duo would be what?
Luka and Kyrie the game. They ain't been long enough, so I ain't include them.
Paul and what you call
Paul
it?
And Kawhi, Jamal and Nikola.
You had Harden and Embiid, but that broke up. But you could put my boy Tyrese and Embiid in there now.
To compare against these two, what they've done in the last half decade, no way.
I'm talking about as far as duos. Oh, Jamal and Jokic.
Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic is a duo in the last half decade has been better than these two guys, LeBron and AD.
We're putting comparable duos. I'm trying to put comparable duos.
Yeah, in the last half decade, I got LeBron and AD at the top.
They'd have to be on the list too. Now, I'm still gonna pick AD and LeBron, but I'm saying they on the list because they went to what? How many conference finals and they won a championship together?
Okay.
They went to the conference final. Did the Lakers beat them in the conference finals that year, or was it no?
Yeah, the Lakers beat them in the bubble conference finals.
Okay,
so that was one, and then they went to it again when they won the championship. So they went to 2 and 5.
And they got a chip. Kawhi,
the Lakers went to 2 and 5 and got a chip.
Kawhi and can't count them. Paul George.
They ain't did nothing. But sticking with Denver. So we got two conference finals and a chip for both Nikola, Jamal, and AD and LeBron. For the last 5 years, you're saying Jokic and Murray has been played better than LeBron and AD?
I'm saying they're in a conversation to be in it. You can't leave them off the conversation.
Forget well, we having a conversation, but the conversation is about who's the best. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I
gave the nod to the LeBron and Anthony Davis, but you know the comparables definitely Denver, Boston. Would you put Miami on there too?
With Jimmy and Bam?
Jimmy and Bam.
If I was, they would be the last one, probably. Where are you putting Denver then? Above Boston? Yes. Murray and Jokic have played better as a duo more than Jason and Jalen and me.
If you're talking about playing as a duo, then yes. Yeah. But
I'm not talking about team success. I'm not talking about championships. I'm talking about we talk a dynamic duo.
But defensively, them guys do when they lock in, Tatum and Brown, the wings.
Who could neutral? Who could do something with Nikola Jokic? Which one of them two?
Nah, no, we know that. Ain't too many people doing that. Not even Embiid can contain them, really.
So LeBron and AD number one, Jalen and Jason number two, Murray and Nikola Jokic three. Who's four?
Got to put the heat on there.
I know it's gotta be two people in the last half decade that played better together than Bam and Jimmy. To me, Miami is a system success thing for
You
the
want to?
last
Oh,
half
you want to
decade.
go off of But nah, you can't put him up there either because he keep faltering all the time.
Who?
Giannis and Middleton or Holiday, and he wasn't there the whole time, was he?
But Giannis and Middle, I would put Giannis and Middleton before. Yes, 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 yes. Giannis and Middleton, absolutely before Bam and Jimmy. Yes, that's the four.
Nah, they keep beating
No,
them. They keep beating my Milwaukee. They keep losing. They put that box on what you call it, Giannis. It's a wrap. That box and one, he don't know what to do.
yeah, he don't know what the fucking do. Oh man, really? All right, I
What was
guess I'm.
saving him was obvious. Of course, Milton when he was healthy, he just was a beast, man. He was nice. But he got hurt,
Right, right.
but yeah, that zone got him when they boxed him in. They kept losing. So and then again last year they got put out with Dame. So
True. Damn. I guess it is Jimmy and Bam. I guess,
me
but
and
they don't
Bam,
even.
yeah.
I don't even see them playing together like that. Like I don't even
It's
see the
all.
highlights from Jimmy to Bam. I don't see them. I don't see that.
I guess you could still be a dynamic duo. I understand what you're saying about playing off each other, but you can play off each other in other ways. If it
But
works.
but I'm just saying, if you are considered a duo, you should have some footage for people to have been able to, identify you as a duo. It has to be something that we've seen for us to put you in that category.
Cause like
I don't
Michael
really.
and Michael and Pippen, they was a duo.
Yeah, and we've seen we could pull up we probably could pull up some YouTube videos of Michael to Scotty and shit like that. Shaq to Kobe, Kobe to Shaq, shit like that. We've seen plenty of highlight reels of LeBron and AD. I can't recall Jimmy throwing oops to Bam and vice versa. I don't recall none of that ever.
I know it's happened, but yeah. But
You
man,
know,
they
like
went to how many conference finals? They've been to like
they
three.
went to the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, so they up there, man.
Yeah, I just
They
think
up there.
again, it's just more or less about the system, not them two, and they are the best two players. I just feel like, yo,
Nah, I'm not gonna discount that. I'm
I'm,
not.
we
This a
can't.
system, but they are bigger than the system.
They can't be bigger than the system. They
Yes, they
never
are.
won without it. How they
Jimmy,
bigger? They
Jimmy,
never won
Jimmy,
without it.
Jimmy, Jimmy went to the playoffs.
Jimmy never went that far without the
He's
Miami
in the
system.
playoffs. He been in the playoffs
He
without
ain't
him.
been in the finals. Miami's been to the finals. He ain't. You said he was bigger. He ain't never went further than Miami. Neither did Bam.
Bam got drafted, but I think number one, we know Jimmy can lead teams to the playoffs without Miami, and that's been done. And then Bam has not had that opportunity to do so, but I do think he has the skill set. I think he's limited in his skill set there. He can do
Hold on.
more.
What team Jimmy Butler lead to the playoffs?
He went in Chicago, he went in Minnesota, and he went and he went
When
and he
Jimmy
went
lead the Bulls in
and he went
Chicago
to
to the
Philly.
playoffs? Jimmy
They
wasn't in
went
the
to the
playoffs
playoffs.
without D Rose.
He went with Dwayne Wade and Rondo.
They went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Really?
He went to Minnesota,
Oh,
got to the playoffs, went to Philly. Without Kawhi Leonard hitting that miracle shot, he'd been in the Eastern Conference Finals.
yeah, that was a heartbreaker.
Oh
Dang.
shit! When you pulled that up, I thought he died. I'm like, no, not
I was
Byron.
about to say too.
Like, there's been so many deaths.
Yo.
I'm like, goodness gracious. Chino XL died. Erica Ash died. Colin Powell's wife died.
Yeah. D'Angelo looks back on Kobe farewell season. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check out that interview. All right, Lakerland, we about to sign off here, man. Pretty good game, Team USA got the victory as projected, but we figured it was going to be an interesting one, and that it was. Shout out to my brother Hank. Shout out to our brother BA, as always, on the Lakerland staff. Hank, you got any news, anything you want to let the people know before we get up out of here?
Well, nothing. Number one, if you haven't done it already, make sure you like the content, subscribe, hit the notification bell for Lakerland on all platforms, and of course, for myself, the Sports Game Vision platform, do the same. Yeah, just check out for more content. We're pumping out on all platforms, playback, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. Just check us out and support the content.
For the latest and greatest on your Los Angeles Lakers, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we appreciate the support. Follow us on social media at Lakerland Show and join our Playback TV room for our free VIP access to our Lakers watch parties and, of course, the Lakerland podcast. That's playback.tv/Lakerland.